Well, today's the 10th of March, it's 2023.
No, it's the 13th.
Is it 13th? I must set my watch so it's got the right date. 13th of March already. Wow. Monday, it's the 13th of March. I don't think I've put my watch since February. So we're back in Mallorca now and back to normal services. And we're in Paguera and we're going to have a little walk around. We've had to park in a completely different place, so we've got a completely different starting place. It's a magnificent view behind us with the sea, the Malaga Islands and the waves, and it's all looking pretty good. Oh dear, the shops are open and Anita's already stopped to have a browse. So we're getting to Paguera. Is a little bit of an issue. Getting to Andrach is a big issue. So we've driven from the Palma side, and the tunnel, the long tunnel, is still closed. And there was a big queue of cars coming down into Paguera. So we actually took a shortcut and ended up driving into the middle of the town.
So we never didn't know where we were.
Yeah, just hope we can find a car on the way back. So a little bit of a different starting position. So we're heading east now, to the east side, to the Santa Ponsa side, and just having a look through the town, which got lots of shops open. It's just after midday, and things are already starting to look a little bit busier. Weather forecast said around 20 degrees today, which is quite mild, and it's shorts and t-shirt weather for some.
Not us yet.
Perhaps not for us yet, although I'm actually feeling quite warm. But it's good to see lots of shops open. As we were walking, as we parked the car and walked down there, there was lots and lots of work going on in disposal hotels. A lot of the hotels in the back streets were closed, lots of the bars were closed, but things are all now just coming to life. Places are open. See across the road, people are getting into the shops. Interesting to see when we get down to the beach whether there's actually anyone on the beach. Can you see down there?
There is.
I bet there is too. We've just had a fantastic 3 days in Malaga. We made lots of videos while we were there. We had a really great time. We managed to see our friends Stan and Jeanette, which was really good, having not seen them for 4 or 5 years. And managed to get into the town, into the city of Malaga, visit the cathedral. We'd like to visit these places. Villa Mill, it's open, 5 stars right in the centre here. And yeah, so we were really quite impressed with Malaga, and we had some incredible weather. It was really warm while we were there. They even rolled out a red carpet for us.
Not quite.
Not quite. And of course the big highlight and the reason we actually went this is because the tunnel is closed, so everything now is to get to the other side of Paguera. If it's coming from Andrach, it has to come through. Most of it doesn't come through this way, but some of it has to come through this way, which makes it very noisy, because this sort of cobbled road just makes cars very noisy. So our main reason for going to Malaga was just to go to a concert, and it was the most spectacular concert we've ever been to. We both thoroughly enjoyed it, couldn't have wished for anything better, and that was Andre Rio, the Dutch violinist with his orchestra, and much more. It was just one of the most spectacular event that we have ever been to, and that includes watching Real Mallorca.
Sadly, yes.
And some of the concerts that we used to go to years ago in England, this far exceeded any of that. And if you get a chance to have a look at one of the videos we did, you must. It was just something else. But we're back in Mallorca now.
Back to reality.
Back to reality, at least for a few weeks we are. We've got a few weeks here, and then we're jetting off to somewhere else to game. So we're staying put only for a while, just in time to get some football matches in. So we went to see Real Mallorca yesterday. We played Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad, one of the high-flying teams, right up there near the top of the Spanish La Liga, first division. And well, we really weren't expecting too much, but within the first 2.5 minutes, Real Sociedad scored the easiest of goals, or what looked. I think when you're skillful, you just make these things look easy, don't you? So anyway, they scored, and we were 1-0 down, and only 3 minutes on the clock. It looked as though we were going to suffer an embarrassing defeat. However, managed to hang on till half-time, and at half-time the manager must have read the riot act, and in reading the riot act, turned the game around, made a couple of substitutions, and it was totally different in the second half. So the first half they were rubbish, and I think just about everybody would agree with that. They were rubbish. I think even the players would agree with that. They just didn't settle. Second half though, they did settle, put on more attacking moves, and brought on Abdon. Eventually Abdon he's a local lad, comes from the northeast corner of the island, Majorca, and I don't know, he just injects a little bit of life into it all, and he certainly did. He passed the ball, and one of our superstar players, Kangin Lee, managed to rocket the ball into the back of the net, and that gave us the equaliser, and that's how it finished. We equalised and finished 1-1. So a good point against one of the high-flying teams. We were without our top scorer. We were without Mariki, who was he was suspended. He'd received a number of yellow cards, and that meant he couldn't play.
There was a red card yesterday as well.
Who did?
One of the two.
Not ours. Not one of our players. One of their teams got a red card, and for violent conduct. I think sounds terrible. I think he stamped on Abdon's foot or something. Yeah. There was a lot of rolling around, a lot of melodramatics, and well, the score turned out just the way we wanted it in the end. So, we're just making our way down to the beach. Go down here. Paguera has 3 really lovely beaches, each with its own different character, and the one we're coming to now quite often has surfers. It has a very uneven pavement as well.
Should we go down there and have a coffee down there?
Can do. The beach barricades are still up by the looks of things, so they've not got into summer mode yet. I suppose it is a little bit early. So they've got the beach protection fences up. That just really stops the sand getting blown away too much. There are people out on the beach and sunbathing. No surfers today. Some nice waves, but not really surfing waves. Must remind me to change my watch, dear, so put the right date on there. The parasol's getting its first outing of the year.
No, I've actually used it before.
You've actually used it before?
No way. Take off like Mary Poppins in a minute.
Someone asked me in one of the comments today where you bought the parasol.
Where? In Palma?
In Palma. Do you remember where?
A shop. In
It's not actually far from Plaza Mayor. So in Plaza Mayor, you walk out towards the cathedral, and as you're going down, the road forks.
it's a fan shop.
And as you take the right fork, there's a shop on the left which sells fans, it sells umbrellas, it sells parasols. They've actually got a wide choice of parasols. The original parasol came from Puerto de Soller, and we went back several times to get a new one there, and they'd only got these tiny little things. You need a big one to protect you from the sun here, so it's not a huge one, but it's the ones they were selling were half that size, so this has got just the right one. So we're just finding somewhere for a coffee. Have you found somewhere? Well, we stopped off at Marima, and we've got our usual coffee before we start our long walk along the promenade to find lunch. Cheers, everyone. Well, couldn't wish for a better view really, could you? Right over the beach here. This is, I suppose, the middle beach. There is another beach over that way, but we're not going to go that way, we're going to go that way. And have a little wander along this part of the promenade, and then we have to skip over to get to the other beach. Got some nice waves there, very, very inviting. People often ask about toilets there. We've got beach toilets there. That's something that's a bit of a rarity in Mallorca. If you want to go to the toilet, you end up having to go to a bar.
The menu there.
Sorry?
$13.90 menu there.
Menu.
Lots of fish. Lots of German.
It's €13.90. But it's 3 courses. €13.90. I don't think anybody's going to complain at that. So another one of the beaches is covered with pine trees, and pine trees at the moment have got these caterpillars which are a real pain. And I don't usually spot them, but I've just spotted one up in that tree. There's a big nest waiting to drop down, and the little creatures will be crawling along. Children's park. I remember bringing
me with Luna and Savannah in a pushchair. She'd be running around in there now.
Quite a breeze today, and I think in the north of the island it's much less breezy apparently. It's in the sort of Alcudia area. The weather forecast this morning actually said fog or mist. Don't know if that's what they had, but at the weekend they had temperatures up to 28 degrees. That's really, really warm for March. And I just read in the newspaper that Saturday night was the second tropical night of March. Now, we're not supposed to have tropical nights in March, but we had the second tropical night. A second tropical night means the temperature throughout the evening, throughout the night, didn't go down below 20 degrees Celsius. And that is absolutely astonishing, because we've had temperatures as low as 3 degrees.
Only last week or the week before?
Yeah, in our part of the island. And in some parts we were in negative territory, so -3, -4. So really quite astounding that we should be having tropical nights. We were in Malaga, and certainly it was very warm while we were there. Our first night in Malaga was particularly warm, and so warm really it was uncomfortable. And that's because we just didn't dress for it. We weren't. I think this is where I need to bought a pair of shorts from. Looking for something nice. Anita spotted a nice dress, but she's decided she doesn't need a dress. Whoa, lucky day. So in order to get to the next beach we have to go a bit of an up and down. So we go up a little bit, but then it gets very steep going down.
My parasol's working all right. You've mended it.
Oh yes, I did. It did break, didn't it? So I managed to do a little DIY repair on it. She has got a spare somewhere, but it started to yellow, didn't it? And we didn't quite work out a way of cleaning it, because you can't easily remove the material. So we ended up buying another one.
I've got one in England as well.
Yes, and she has a spare one in England because this doesn't fit in our hand luggage. We went to Osborne House in the Isle of Wight, and we had exactly the same.
Queen Victoria's.
Queen Victoria's. You could have had it in white or black. But since she's not in mourning, she had a white one. This part of the walk is very steep going down. In fact, so steep there's a handrail over there. I don't know if that's to help you going down or help you going up. It's also covered in padlocks. There's lots and lots of padlocks. So if you need a spare padlock, there are a lot that have been abandoned here. Not sure how you'd get them off though. Oh, there we are. There's one that's heart-shaped. Heart-shaped and engraved. And that's from the 6th of the 6th, 06. That's 06, 06, 06. And here we are. down at the
Beautiful.
next beach, which is looking
No.
really splendid. Last time we were here, this bar was having a little bit of a refurb. That's all been done now, and people sitting outside enjoying the sunshine and the view across this beach, which is a lovely, big, sweeping, and usually a lot calmer beach than the one we've just been to, where the surfers quite often congregate. This one has got some waves on the far side. This side is virtually none. Ducks on the beach. They are still doing some work here. It's going to be very nice for the clientele down below. That'll have to finish very soon because the season is about to start. And as I look around the bay, there's actually quite a few people sunbathing now.
No parasols yet.
No parasols, no, they've all been taken away. So people are left to their own devices. Oh, it's very noisy here.
Ooh. It's like home.
Outside our house, or just across the road, not very far from our house, they've built a brand new villa. Really magnificent place. And the villa's now finished and they just need to connect it to the services. And the one that's causing the problem is the sewage. So they have to dig and join up with the road. But the cul-de-sac that they're on doesn't look as though it's ever been connected, so they're having to dig new ground. New ground in Hanover means rock, and that's the most solid rock you can imagine. So for 3 weeks they've been digging away. We've been away on our little holiday and they're still digging away. This morning, 8 o'clock, bang, 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 with their pneumatic drills. They only ever seem to scratch the surface. They've actually broken 2 of the big machines, these big JCB type machines. They've broken 2 of them, and they're still not there. So it's good to get out of the house and come here and
enjoy the peace and tranquility.
enjoy the peace and tranquility. Now we've got away from the noise that we've just walked past. Listen to the waves. You see, that's one of the nice sounds that I like walking by the sea, is listening to the waves lapping against the shore. The temperature is definitely rising. You come down here and we're now out of the breeze. We have this big wall, which I suppose is protecting us to some extent, but it just feels so much warmer. Oh, I need to take my jacket off.
Sleeves up.
Sleeves up. I've just been reading while we were sitting having a coffee some of the comments that we're already receiving on the Andre Rio concert, and it's just one of those really happy times that we've had. It's just everyone had a smile on their face, I think, there. It was just really something for everyone.
Even Serena was astonished at how upbeat it was.
Yeah, and it just, so we had all the classical sort of things that you'd expect, the Strauss type music, and that was beautiful and lovely. But there was also some modern music. The bagpipes were a total surprise to us, though they have appeared at other concerts that he's held. And Los del Rio That's the two guys that sang Macarena coming on stage. He's actually done that before as well. So they've been on stage with him before, so it wasn't unique to Malaga, but it was certainly a surprise to us that they should sing the Macarena, and all the girls that were in the choir. Is that what you call it when they were standing at the back? Are they a choir?
Chorus.
The chorus, okay. The chorus at the back, they all came down to the front and did the Macarena. It was just total fun evening, and pretty much by that time a lot of the people who were down near to the front were up and dancing, but we had a magnificent view from the gods. We weren't quite that high, but it was a magnificent view. So please watch that video, you really enjoy it.
It was absolutely amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Somebody wrote to me, Alan, you said, I've watched the video, I don't need to go now. You do, you definitely do need to go. The video just gives you a taste, it does not give you the atmosphere, it doesn't give you the sound quality that was there, and it just doesn't give you the event. These things, you can watch the videos and enjoy the videos, they're fantastic, but it's being there.
Thank you very much. How beautiful. I need it in the sun.
I love it.
Thank you very much.
Very nice, like in the old time.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes it is,
Or
yes.
the best time.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Good time.
The concert, really, you need to go to appreciate it. And I don't know, I estimated 7,000 or 8,000 people there. It's 7,000 or 8,000 people who just had a wonderful time and managed to enjoy themselves and go back with a real big smile on their face. So it's actually coming up to lunchtime now, so some people are settling in the bars and restaurants, having a drink before lunch, or some already started the lunch. And we'll probably go up onto the main street and have a look to see what's on offer there. And this is just being complimented on her parasol. I think actually she said it in a kind way. She was saying you're a little bit old-fashioned.
Yes.
And I think the parasol is considered to be a little bit of an old-fashioned.
It shouldn't be.
But it shouldn't be. No, the parasol is just a really serviceable, useful.
I can't imagine why more people don't have them here.
No.
Especially the older people. Yeah.
You've got children playing on the beach, paddling in the sea even over there. Filming, yes.
Wow.
For YouTube. For
Gut. Ja. Und Frau Schirm.
Yes, you'll be on YouTube. Bye. Some of the bars and restaurants at this end seem to be very full. This is Robinson's house. And all the tables there are either reserved or somebody's sitting at them already.
Ja, ich möchte gerne einen Kaffee.
Pizzas y más. We don't come to Paguera to have a pizza, so we'll look for y más and more.
I love the Indian here, but maybe we shouldn't.
No. We had an Indian last week. I'm just looking at the hotel in front, which is the Mari Pins, and there's all scaffolding up the side of that. I hope, amongst other things, they can get rid of the horrible graffiti that's on
Still
there.
there.
The graffiti is still there, it needs to go. Shall we walk to the end and go?
Yes.
Yeah? Alright, yeah. This is the bar we usually stop. Relax, we usually stop here for a beer. But we've got more pressing engagement now. It's lunch. We can actually do food here. or we'll have a look in the main street and get out of the sun a bit.
They usually do a menu here, don't they?
They used to, yeah.
And something I've never thought I'd hear Steve say recently is that he isn't missing school at the moment, which is nice to hear. School has taken a back step in our lives at the moment, hasn't it, darling?
Yeah, I think yeah, retirement is something you have to grow into, and
It hasn't taken us long.
we've had a bit of practice. Well, you've had a lot of practice. Anita did a semi-retirement, partial retirement, and so she had lots of practice, which is why she's got lots of things organised sort of almost every day of the week. She's doing something. Me, I'm still learning. But I keep myself busy. I quite honestly, it's so true that, you know, you don't know how you have time to go to work, because I'm doing the things I want to do, things I enjoy doing, and I'm still not finding enough time in the day. So I've got my new laser machine, which I haven't actually used since Christmas. So now the temperatures are going up, and you sort of see me disappearing into the garage somewhere.
This is like camper.
Well, it looks like this is open. The question really is, have they got a menu del dia today?
Why aren't they doing menu del dias? That one isn't, right?
So we've come here. This is a place where we'd usually come and have a wonderful menu del dia. They're not advertising a menu del dia at all, and quite disappointingly, pan and alioli and olives, they're charging you €7.50. That sounds like a big rip-off. So what was one of our favourite places to come in Paguera suddenly turned a little bit sour. €7.50 for bread, alioli and olives. No thank you. So we now need to find an alternative in Paguera. I think we've tried this before, and on occasion we have found somewhere to go. In fact, we've been to the Hawaii across there, but they're not open yet. But in the end, we had to get in the car and go to
Yeah, we might have to do that again.
somewhere else, which, yeah, I'm not opposed to doing that.
I suppose if one person's not doing a menu del dia, look at that, that fish is $16.50. If one place is not doing it, nobody else will do it.
Oh, we've got a little bit of shade, a bit cooler. Advertising food and drinks, but no prices and no menu del dia. Maybe it's the end of the menu del dia. Actually, that's including dessert. I don't know what it is.
That's a bit sad, isn't it, that they're not doing menu del dias?
No. Did earlier on point out a menu del dia to me, didn't we?
Yeah, that's down in the front.
And that was how much?
$13.90.
$13.90. Now that's what we would expect, maybe even a little bit more expensive. But so Well, we'll either will find something or we won't.
I think there's this on Carry On Monday we haven't done, so there. You know, we get a good meal there.
Fishy place, fishy star. Yeah, nibble that. Got plenty to go out on my feet, I think. Right, is this the... We're a little bit lost here, so we need to work out exactly where we are. I think this is probably where we go up as well. Well, disappointingly, it looks as though we might not be having lunch here in Paguera, but I'm sure we're going to find somewhere, and we'll let you know where we go to.
It was a beautiful walk along the beach.
Thanks very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video, wherever that may be. So bye for now.
Bye.